What's going on, y'all? We may not have had the best day for CS2 picks today, but I have two parlays scoped out for tomorrow on Thunderpick for us to get a little bit of get back. Before we do, let's look at results for today. So we saw from top to bottom in terms of chronologically, we saw Gentlemates take down M80. That was unfortunate. We were on M80 on the money line as a single. They didn't even look like they came to play. They looked absolutely horrible. We then had 3D Max on the money line for this one. That one flopped, unfortunately, as well. Inner Circle just looked good. They looked like the better team today. 3D Max came out flat. So kudos to Inner Circle on that one. We had Ninjas in Pajamas plus 1.5, but it was unfortunately on a parlay with Inner Circle, so it doesn't matter anyway. It's still going to get busted. And then still in progress, we have Falcons and Ecstatic. We had Falcons on the minus 1.5 map spread, but same sort of thing. It's not going to matter. It was on that other parlay that already busted, but Falcons are up 13-2. So let's hop on over to Thunderpick. We got 4 games on the board for tomorrow. We're going to have Ents and Paravision, Sinners and Spirit, BetBoom and Pain, and 9 and Furia. I've got 2 parlays scoped out, a 2-leg parlay and a 3-leg parlay. So let's hop on over and take a look at them. For those of you that watch the videos regularly, you know that all of the odds that will be discussed in today's video will be on thunderpick.io, which is one of the top books in the world for esports betting. You can deposit on Thunderpick using crypto, credit card, Apple Pay, Visa Debit, or via their new gift card deposit, which allows you to purchase and deposit a Thunderpick gift card amount directly to your balance. And Thunderpick has lines for all of your favorite esports, including but not limited to CS2, League, Dota, Valorant, Overwatch, COD, Fortnite, Rocket League, and so much more. If you visit tinyurl.com/LOCKCITYTP, you can get a 100% deposit match on your first deposit all the way up to $600 or whatever the equivalent is in your local currency. Any amount that you deposit up to $600 will get immediately matched by Thunderpick for you to be able to use for your esports picks. We've obviously been super profitable on CS2, but with that deposit bonus, you can always try your luck with some of your other favorites with that free money to play with. That's tinyurl.com/LOCKCITYTP for a 100% deposit bonus at Thunderpick up to $600. All right, y'all, so we're going to go a little bit heavier tomorrow just for some get back. I have a 3-leg parlay that we're going to be throwing 3 units on. 3 units, 2.19 times your money is going to pay 6.56 units. And then we're going to have a nice 2-leg parlay. This one's just going to be a unit over here because we're overexposing ourselves on Spirit minus 1.5. So I didn't want to throw multiple units on this one as well. But that's going to be Spirit minus 1.5 map spread and BetBoom on the money line. 1 unit there, 2.11 times your money is going to pay roughly 2.11 units. So we'll talk about the games chronologically here. The first one that we'll talk about, first one in the morning, and games are going to start 1 hour earlier tomorrow. So if you're in Eastern time, it's going to be 5 a.m. Eastern time. First one's going to be Paravision and Ents. I'm taking Paravision. If you watched our roster changes video coming into this new season, you'll know that Paravision now has Zwei, who is formerly on Spirit. They got rid of AW. They moved him to the bench or dropped him, parted ways. I don't know exactly what the case was, but anyway, they don't have AW. They now have Zwei in here. Obviously, I think Paravision wins Dust 2. I think they win Mirage. Inferno, we're not going to see it. It would be a clash of trash. Neither of these teams have a good win rate. Paravision would probably win it regardless. We're not going to see Nuke. I would imagine Paravision's going to insta-ban it. Anubis will be back in the pool, likely on either side. Overpass, I do think Paravision would win as well. I know Ents is 100% win rate, but we saw Paravision at the major playing a lot of Overpass. I think they would take that. And then Ancient would be the only close one. Ents maybe could squeak away with it. I would also give the edge to Paravision there, not even being biased. I think they're the better team on Ancient. So Paravision from top to bottom, you could look to take them minus 1.5, but I'm going to be taking Paravision on the money line for the first leg there. Next one that we'll talk about is going to be Spirit minus 1.5 map spread. This is the one that I am overexposed on. I have it on both parlays, so fingers crossed that it works out. Spirit's my team. Obviously, I have them down here to win the tournament. So let's talk about it. Sinners and Spirit. Spirit made 2 roster changes coming into this one. 68% public consensus, it looks like, as well. They now have Zontix back. They have Magix back. They formerly had Chopper as their IGL. Chopper's no longer with the team. Magix is going to be the IGL here. And then they have Zontix back in the lineup as well, obviously in replacement of Zwei, who we just talked about, that went to Paravision. So they have Magix, Tanier, Shiro, Donk, and Zontix. I'm very, very excited to see this roster. I think they could probably win a lot this year, probably could be a potential team of the year at next year's HLTV Awards. In terms of map pool here, Spirit obviously plays top teams in the world. Don't have a lot of reps in on some of these. Inferno is their insta-ban. they love Anubis, or they liked it when it was in the map pool. Toward the end, maybe not so much, but they'll win on Anubis, they'll win on Ancient, they'll win on Overpass, they'll win on Nuke. Mirage might be the only one that's kind of close. I think they have some mental hurdles to overcome on Mirage, but I think they would win Mirage as well. That's probably what we're going to see Sinners pick, either Mirage or Nuke, so Spirit's going to have to win that. And then Spirit would win Dust 2 as well. I know this is 56%, but they're playing teams like Vitality, they're playing teams like Falcons. They're playing really good teams on Mirage. So Spirit minus 1.5 map spread from top to bottom. I do not see a map that they're going to lose to fucking Sinners. They're 66th ranked in the world. Just, they're not going to stand a chance. It's tier 3 CS. So even on the maps that they look like they're good on, Spirit should wipe them. No questions asked, minus 1.5 map spread. The next one's going to be BetBoom on the money line against Pain Gaming at 10 a.m. Eastern time. This one I feel like could maybe go either way. So if you want to go a little bit lighter on one, definitely make it this one. BetBoom, good roster here. I really like Magnajez. I like Art Frost. Boomajez or IGL. On the Pain side of things, similar roster to what we've seen kind of as of recently. Some new additions as well. I just think BetBoom's the better team here. I think they'd win Dust 2. I think they'd win Mirage. I think they'd win Nuke. We're probably not going to see Inferno. I think they'd win Overpass. I think they win Ancient. So at least 4 or 5 of the maps in this pool, I think they would win. Anubis is a little bit of an unknown here, but I'm going to be going with BetBoom. Just on the money line, no minus 1.5 map spreads or anything here. I could definitely see Pain winning a map. They are definitely the higher ranked team, 13th ranked in the world compared to 30th. They were able to retain their core here, but I do think BetBoom is going to win is going to get the upset here, going to win the match. I'm going with BetBoom on the money line, but again, just putting 1 unit on this one because don't feel super certain about that. Which again is why we left it out of the 3-legger. And then the last one is just going to be FURIA on the money line, probably the most obvious one of the day, against 9 at 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. FURIA, 1,000,000% public consensus, 86%. If we want to scroll down and look at the map pool, we're not going to see Ancient. Ancient's going to get banned by FURIA. Unless they just want to avoid Anubis, but I don't think 9's going to directly pick into that, so they could ban it later. FURIA wins Dust 2. We're not going to see Mirage. They win Inferno, they win Nuke, they win Overpass. No questions asked. They're going to win this one 2-0. One of the best teams in the world, 2nd ranked. 9's an okay team. They got Shield coming over from Monte, so on and so forth. But new additions, they have roster changes. FURIA has got a lot of reps under their belt, a lot of high stakes tournaments. They're not going to go out of Blast Bounty round 1, and they're not going to drop a map to 9. So we're going to take FURIA minus 1.5 map spread there. Again, these 3 legs, Paravision money line, Spirit minus 1.5, FURIA minus 1.5, 3 units, 2.19 times your money, 6.57 units roughly. And then on the other side, BetBoom and Spirit, 1 unit, 2.11 times your money, 2.11 units. That's going to be it for tomorrow. Those 2 plays. Everybody lock these in. If you're not in the Discord, at the bottom of the screen, discord.gg/LockCITY. If you like the content that you've been getting here, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your favorite play of these 2 down in the comments. If you're going to be tailing either of them, let me know down in the comments. And otherwise, we'll see y'all back here tomorrow. Take care.